Hello everyone, this is Bharat. So if you want to watch the previous videos, go and watch it where we're going to show how to integrate Shopify into Framer using the ecommerce plugin. Also, I'm showing you how to create a product list page and separate categories page using another category CMS, and how to list your products, how to filter those products using the Frame Commerce components. We are here. Next, we're going to see how to build a product detail page, how to build the images, and how to list the product details the way we want. Also, we will also see how to design and link the code page. Let's create a CMS page because this is going to be in the CMS on the Premier Commerce plugin. Then I'm going to click Premier Commerce details page. Let's remove all this. And what we need is a list of images we can shift, and title, description, and variants, and what other thing, add to cart, of course. So let's start the frame. I'm gonna add the header here, and then the frame, and what we need, discount. Okay, we have these. Now we're gonna add these in a line and stack them below this. Get a fill. Start. I'm gonna add the price and compare price on a stack. Fit. This one. White. Okay, I have these. This is going to be our top layer, and below that we need what else we can have. Let's make the price a little much bigger because it's an important thing here. Also this, let's make it good so it shows it how much important it is. And we have our top. What else we need? We need variants, right? I'm gonna add variants, and we're gonna drag it here, make the fill, and let's go inside it. We have to edit it from the inside. Let's go inside. We see this. Okay, so we have image IDs. I'm gonna create a variable called image IDs. We have variants. I'm gonna call variants. Image trigger gallery, so it's easier to trigger the images through the gallery images. Two-way, like two-way in the sense, if I select in a gallery variant on the image, the variant should also change, the price also change. So this means like this switch means like we select the first one always. So whenever the user enters, we don't have to ask them to select anything because the first one is already selected, and show the price and image of the first one. Also layout. Let's padding needed. Title gap is fine. Group gap is fine. Direction is, we can give it this. This is neat. Display title. Okay, everything's cool. Selected value, it's like we can show the selected size or color near it. I don't think that's needed because we're showing it down here, so it's not needed. And also we can have the either as the buttons or a drop down. I'll keep button, it's always good. So how the button should look, it's okay. I'm just going to reduce the radius a bit so it's okay. Default will have a little dark background, that's border, that's it. So color swatches, it's on, so we'll have all the colors here. Color values, it's a bit
bit complicated because you need to add all the color values. So I'll try to avoid these as much as possible, because if you don't have a possible color on the Shopify, don't avoid this, because it's kind of confusing, because you have to uh, name the exact color you're using here to match them and provide them here. So let's say I'm using cyan blue. Okay, I'm gonna keep it off for now. Variant images, show variant images for specific variants, use the variants associated image from the product data. Yeah, it's on. And I think it can keep it off. I don't know why this is needed. I don't think these are most useful. Maybe on your use case. So if it's there, use it. Product ID, okay, everything's there. We are here, and here we're gonna add product ID, image, uh, variants is there, image ID, yeah, image variant IDs. Okay, we added those. Okay, just because we don't see in color here, that doesn't mean because a field day jersey doesn't have a color. So if we go to gift card has a color and an amount, nothing else. So also don't be scared of that. That's normal. And we have an add to cart button. Of course, we're gonna add it in the end. Add it here. I'm gonna group these two. And get 16. Here I'm gonna add again. And add to cart is customizable. You can go in and see this is the primary cart button that's been catching all the components that made in Framer. So this is a component you can edit. So you can have 4 variants for the component for the 4 things you've seen outside on this variable. So you have the primary add to cart button. You have select size, which means if the user didn't select any variant, we cannot add anything, right? So we have to ask them to select a size before going to this button. And out of stock and loading, we can customize this in this place. And when you come out on this, you can uh, add separate variants. Like here, we need select variant, we need out of stock, we need loading, right? Okay, so here you have to select it available, out of stock. You have to give a name for them. Stock, select variant, yeah, stock. This is select, this is out, this is load. Okay, now I can select, right? Stock out, select, loading, load. Buy now, enable will skip the cart and go right to checkout. No, I don't need that. You trigger cart, yes, we come to that later. Skip loading, yes, we don't need the loading state, we just skip it and go there. On focus, let's keep it as blue, so we don't need anything that much fancy here. So let's go outside, let's just add the product ID first. Okay, we have added everything here. So last thing we need to do is image. Click type image and you see types of things you can add. You can have a slideshow of variants like this. So you can just link those images here from here. Or my most favorite is this thing, which is with the thumbnail. So it's more elegant. I'd say it's more clean than the previous versions. So I'm gonna group these two and add a gap, and here I'm gonna make it like this. like this. Okay, it's clean now. So now I'm gonna add images. Image 1, image 2, image 3, image 4, image 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Okay, so if you double click on it, you'll go inside it where you see this very pretty good component actually. So you see the desktop is hidden because it's only on phone. You can switch it on, but let's keep it hidden. And desktop, you'll see two frames. Like the main frame, I'll have the image on which the image is gonna change on each variant. They have like 8 or 11 variants here. So also they're all made to connect. And so only if there's only 4 images available, we'll just show the 4 thumbnails here, which is pretty cool actually. So you don't have to worry about anything. I'll just use it as it is. I don't change anything because I love the way it is. It's smooth and it's very responsive to the number of images you have. So once that's done, I'm gonna add this and fill this. Keep it fit content. I'm gonna give it space between it is. Okay, so what else we can add here is let's see what else we have. Price variants, selling plans, stock status, inventory counter. We can add that. We can add it like here. Group these two, and when it's out of stock, we show out of stock. Product ID, just add product ID. That's it. What else we have? Attribute input, shop pay button. If we want them to pay shop pay, it's you can also add it here. I'm gonna add it. Add this. Give it this. Give it this. Here you can show multiple versions of the shop pay. I'm gonna keep it as white, which is pretty cool. And I'm gonna keep as it is. Make sure I connect with ID. Product ID is connected. Buy with Shopify, maybe or not. We can use Shopify is not enough. So we have everything here set up on the product page. So what we can do is we can go and test it on the live version. So but still we need to link these codes slugs, which we haven't done yet. We go here, slug. Also, where else we have here? Publish. If we are here, okay, we are here. I'm gonna choose this one. Okay, we are there. 10 left in stock, medium and small. We have images, everything's good. And we can shop with pay or shop add to cart. And does the price change on the variants? Yes, it does. The stock also changes on the variants. So let's try something else. Let's go with the card, gift card. So gift card has just black and white colors. So I see the problem here because the colors are not yet working here because we haven't added any variables like in the color. So what are the colors they have for the card? Let's see. Card black and off-white, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here on the variant, click edit, and we're gonna color black and copy this exactly because I know this is a bummer, but it's needed because if you have very basic colors, so use this so you don't get that off white. Let's go the off white. So the value should be exactly the same from what we have on the Shopify. Okay, we have that. Okay, we have black and half white now. So that's a bummer because if you have like 10, 15 colors, you have to add them manually on this. But it's a one-time thing, but it's still you have to do that with the same value and the very variant name you see on this. So that's how you to do it. So I'm just gonna, where is it? Color swatches. Yeah, color swatches. Default and border color it. So you can see that is two black and white, right? So that's how it's done. So we have our product page entirely done with all the variants and images. So next is the cart. So so what we need is the cart should be something when I add click add to cart, the cart should automatically open, showing them that I have added it. That's gonna be the best. So let's go here. I don't need this. Let's go frame commerce. We have a separate section called cart. Cart. We have cart trigger. We're gonna add it. Gonna keep it here, which is gonna trigger the cart when someone adds it. It's gonna be the main thing. So we're just gonna keep it here. No issues, no rush. So keep it here. I have cart counter. We don't need it because there is already counter inside. We have cart state. So let's create a frame. Okay, for the code should be inside a component, so let's make it the code as a component and create component. Yes. Okay, we have the code here, so I'm going to add the state controller here and I'm going to place it inside it and that. Okay, and the state controller. Component, go inside. So if you go inside that, you'll see this is the state controller and there is already a ready-made populated code you have. So this is going to show when the code is populated. This is going to show when you open the code when it's empty, just a plain thing. So no worry, no need to worry about those. Let's discuss this frame. Let's close this. And here we have a code counter. We have a edit 0, yes, it's hide, font, padding, everything's the normal text settings. And we have the close button, which is gonna close the cart. And we have the FC product cart. So this is where we going to edit. We can edit the way we are showing the items added. So we can go here, show image. We can either show or hide the image. We can add the width of the image, of course, and we can add a radius and the background if needed, border if needed. Ratio can be something like, you can also change the ratio. That's pretty cool actually. And hover tab, it zooms, so when you hover over the image it will zoom a bit. And we have title. You can add a font. You can add 12. It's enough. It's medium. And color, however, it's needed. Variance. I'm gonna show the variant. Variance is this. So this much. I'm gonna add a bit. Font. It's gonna be this. I'm gonna add it a light. And value color. It's gonna be blue. Transform. It's uppercase. So let's transform uppercase. Attributes. We don't need any attributes here. Subscription, we don't have gone any further on subscription. We can look at it later. Quantity. So the container has this padding and this radius. So the quantity adder, you can customize it. So I'll just make it 4 and 4. It's pretty cool, decent. And what else we have? We have the price. The price, it's be the price, and format, we can edit it, we can hide, show, just like every price component. And we have errors. Error font can be something like 12. Error color can be red. That's it. Move icon. The move icon is this. So icon can be in little lighter. Icon size can be a little smaller. Background can be white. Background hover can be something light white. Border can be a little dark, so it's clickable. So that's it. And container, the whole container, we don't need any radius. Outside padding, we don't need it. Inside padding, we maybe a bit. And image cap, it's perfect. Let's keep it 16. It's okay. Border, let's set up light border. Light border. So now we know it's maybe we don't need it. Let's just keep it as plain, as good as it looks. And spacing, it's 24. It is. It's between these. Let's give minus it a bit. Let's keep like 18 and stuff. So that's cool. That's neat. So we have everything here. We have the checkout button. We can alter it later. So this is the code checkout. So you have to link it to the original checkout you have. You can either use the one you had previous on the product page, or you can design it on your own, like unlinking it and going inside it. So that's it. So now in the state control, you can link this to the code populated view and empty view. So once that's done, it's everything will work. So we have our code design and ready already, so we don't have to worry about it. This component, we just have to place this trigger inside the header. Let's say this can be the code, and it's inside it. Play inside it. Code, and what this will do is this will trigger an this is gonna add an overlay. Let's make the overlay more like we can add relative overlays here. Okay, so within this we can event called cart. Okay, now we have the event of cart. So on the outside where the header is here, we're gonna click overlay and click fixed, and we're gonna add a z index to 11, maybe 10, the max. Okay, cool, that's fine. And now you have your project's code which you have created. You can copy it and paste it inside this page. 0, 0. Let's make this a fixed type. Let's give it 800. It's fine. Now we have our code, import it. Maybe I'll add a padding here, which makes it look quite clean. Okay, now we added the code. So if you see, we have the code, it's perfectly aligned. And the one issue I'm seeing it here is this close button is not working. So let's go in there, and where's the code? Code. Sorry, it's here. Go inside. So there is the button. We have an event, but the event is not there. So place it as close overlay, and I'm going to copy that event and I'm going to use it all across the close button. So here I'm going to set it overlay, the code, I'm going to set it as new event, close overlay, and the gift code, and the overlay on close the overlay actually. So now it closes when we click it. Okay, awesome. So let's test this. Let's update. Okay, the amount is updating. It's adding up, so everything's good. One thing I'm saying is this: everything is in dollars, but except the subtotal, which is also here, the price is CHF. We have to change it. So go to the components, and you can get this global and go to the market drop down. So you get this drop down where you can allow the user to change the countries and the currencies they use. So I'll say add this at the header, so which is it's more useful than you can using that other things. These are pieces, right? You can remove it, you can use this. So right now what happens is whenever I go publish it, let's see how that works. So what happens is the global drop down is whenever something is wrong when your website, if you have this option, it will be best for the user to select it. So currently it's in USD. So let me click it out. Let me change this to euro. So everything will be changed to euro. So this the best way to debug rather than other things. I think this works perfectly. Like add this, and whenever someone has a problem, you can do this. And these are determined on your Shopify. So on your Shopify, you have to determine what are the global markets you are allowing. We can dive into this later. So let's just get this overlay done. So we have everything done here. We have overlay. And yeah, one thing I'm not making sure is if the code is working fine, but it's not auto triggering, which is we have an option on this button. If you see option called trigger code. So open your code on click. If button is inside the code, select no to keep the code open. So this button is outside the code. So when I click it, it should add the item and the code should open. That like the overlay should be opened so I can view what I have added. It's like an automatic function. So how to do that actually? So we have an event running on here. Event running on here, of course, called, sorry, what's that? Yeah, on here called code. So also if you take a look, this is your code trigger button. We have added it earlier. So we go inside it, we have a trigger, and here we have an event called click. So this event will trigger the code automatically. So what we have to do is this component catches it, and we have to make this event. So event similar to the open code event. So whenever something is added, this component is triggers this event, and this event opens the code, if you understand it. So let's just see, like we have placed this component here. Inside we have an event called click. So it should also have it on outside. So go to outside. If you remember, we have added on the header, we have added it for the code called code. You can add it here. What happens is if you publish it, so the code event is the one which opens the code, right? So let's open the link. If you see right now, if I click add to cart, it opens it automatically. So to the all, it's from scratch. Let's go maybe this water bottle. We have no variants for this, so we just have add to cart. Click add to cart, opens automatically. So everything's cool. So let's just remove everything to see how the empty cart looks. Okay, the cart is empty, closes perfectly. Now add it. Boom, it's there. Awesome, right? So everything is working. We have a cart done. So if you go to add to cart, and if you add things and you click checkout, you're gonna be taken to the demo store where you have to pay the details and stuff. These you can't edit it because these are done on Shopify. If you want to edit this on Shopify too, you have to buy a plan like a mini plan or some basic plans to alter these things. So I think that's it. So that's it. So we have completed everything on Frame e-commerce so far, from adding a product code from scratch and adding the categories and filtering those with the categories pages, and adding a favorites page and the product page, building everything from scratch, and the cart also done from scratch. So I know it's not design wise, it's not uh, that much is pleasing, but what we have tried is we have tried to build it from scratch and shown you how to do it, so it's much easier for you to grasp it when you want to do something more customized than these ordinary templates they have. So thank you.